Togliete WhatsApp. Live. Hello, guys.
Ciao,
Good
guys.
morning.
Ciao, guys.
Ciao, everybody.
Ciao.
Hola, hola, Carlos. Oh, look at that jersey over there.
Schmeichel, how are you?
I'm good. Oh. So, welcome to the Bar Sports Special Edition. We're gonna be talking about international football today because the Serie and the other leagues are on a break. So it's all about national teams, and as you can see, we oblige, and you can see a pretty different outfit today for all of us.
Argentina.
Yeah, of course.
Whatever. What's Carlos? Why, Carlos, are you wearing Spain one? You should wear Barcelona jersey. That's your national team.
I'm the guy with so many nationalities, guys, that I can choose a winner always. You know, actually this Euro Cup, I think I have more chances to get. I have more chances to get the trophy with Poland than with Spain this Euro Cup. So Poland is a better candidate to support.
Well, you guys have a pretty nice player, which is Piotr Zelinski, which is doing.
I was expecting you showing up with the Poland jersey, actually.
I was actually expecting Croatia. I don't know why.
I didn't want to mention that. It's going now.
He's going to take it.
Anyway, so special edition, national edition. Everybody showed up with the best international jersey as possible. I see Carlos. Yeah, there he is. Carlos is showing his half Polish soul.
Serbia also. Serbia, Portugal tonight.
Nice.
Tonight.
Yeah. Paolo, on the other hand, Paolo, faithful to the Italian tradition. When is this jersey from?
This is from, I take it with the discounts that the FIGC website did after our shameful kick out when we were being kicked out from the qualification for the World Cup.
Yeah.
So they had like this discounts on the website, and then I bought it.
So it's that from 2018?
2017, late 2017, like 2 weeks after we were being kicked out.
Seriously?
They were making like this discount promotion on their website. So I said, I think now it's the time to buy an official jersey for Italy.
Well, in a way,
I have to say it brought really good luck because we had like a really huge streak of
That's
victories.
true. That's true. Yeah. So basically, you bought it in the worst possible moment for Italy.
Because that's the moment where you need to be closer to the team you support.
Exactly. That makes sense. And as you said, it's bringing good luck because Italy is in a 23 non-losing streak, if I remember well. So since Roberto Mancini took charge, Italy has really been on a high note. And let's hope it's going to continue because we really need it.
But let's not talk about that, otherwise I'm going to jinx it. So please, please do not say that it's I'm not going to take the credit for this.
True. And I'm also wearing a different jersey, as you guys can see. And Carlos already spoiled everything. I want to make a quiz and ask the guys what jersey I'm wearing today. But this is history. Guys, this is Peter Schmeichel jersey from 1992 when Denmark won the European Championship. Historical event, historical goalkeeper. And I mean, guys, this jersey is really cool. Come on. This is pure 90s trash.
Yeah.
The trash. From the 90s.
Line trash.
But those goalkeeper jerseys in the 90s, oh my God, they are amazing. And this is just one example of the many colorful variations that we used to have back in that golden decade for football.
And if you recall, all the sweatsuit that we were wearing were almost all of those fantasies. Like all the texture was always the same. When you were going to the school and you have like the
Exactly.
The soccer time, football time. You were always wearing something that colorful back in time.
Yeah,
I miss the 90s. I miss the 90s, you know.
Me too.
We all do, Carlos. Yes, that's where we grew up.
Do you remember the glorious Jorge Campos, the goalkeeper from Mexico? The jerseys he was wearing in the World Cup?
Of course.
He actually was used to design his own shirts, his own jerseys. Like the colorful thing was all coming from his mind, and I think he was on drugs, maybe on LSD for sure.
Whenever he designed them. Nice. Okay, so as I said, this is international break, and to get everybody in the mood, we prepare a special edition of the quiz, because today we're not going to be talking about Serie A historical teams. We're going to be talking about historical national teams. So we have a very nice team that we would like you guys to guess. So my assistant, Diego's going to be my assistant today.
Argentina, Argentina.
We show the Cult of Calcio logo. So yes, please do not forget, once in a while, even more than that, take a look at our website where we discuss Italian football in all its sources. So historical games, current games, transfer market news, the best of Italian football is only on thecultofcalcio.com. And here's our historical team for today. Come on, guys. This is very, very easy.
One question. Are those human beings? They do not like. They do not like.
I do think I know it.
Yeah,
so we are in the 90s. We're talking about 90s, and this looks like a 3D game from the 90s.
Exactly.
Easy peasy for me compared to last Cremonese. This is easy. You know?
Cremonese was complicated. Yeah, come on.
I would say Poland, but I really cannot recognize it. I would say Poland.
No. Well, I say something else.
Carlos, you say it's easy. Go on. Give a guess.
It's the guys you are wearing the jersey of.
And I see Michel Laudrup actually.
Yes.
No, because Michael Laudrup didn't win that tournament. It's Brian Laudrup.
No,
it's his brother, Brian Laudrup.
Brian Laudrup.
Brian,
Michel, Michael, it's the same stuff.
I think it's a story because he got in a fight, Michael with the national coach, and he didn't play for the national team for 6 or 7 years, a bit like Benzema, So I think he didn't win the 92 Euro Cup, if I'm not mistaken. The brother, yes, Brian, who played in Chelsea, in Glasgow Rangers, had a great career. But Michael, who is the only guy who had won 5-0 Real Madrid against Barcelona and then 5-0 Barcelona against Real Madrid. How amazing is that? And then one of the best players I've seen in my life, Michael Laudrup. What a player, man. What a player. Beautiful.
And he was also in Juventus, even if his stint was not that lucky, right? Actually, Michael Laudrup, he played for Juventus. The brother, Brian Laudrup, spent a few years in Fiorentina.
True.
And also in Milan, if I remember well. He had 1 season or 2 seasons in Milan.
AC Milan or?
AC Milan. AC Milan, okay. Yes. Yeah. But yes, this is easy. As Carlos was saying, easy peasy. The guy whose jersey I'm wearing is Michael Schmeichel, the legendary goalkeeper of Denmark, that in 1992 caused a total upset by winning a European championship they were not even supposed to play.
Thanks to the jersey I show, because of the war
exactly.
in Yugoslavia, they were invited.
Yeah, Yugoslavia qualified, but then they were under some sanctions from the UEFA. And then Denmark, who were second in the qualification group that Yugoslavia won, were invited, and among the general astonishment, managed to beat teams like Germany and the Netherlands on their way to the only European title. So, congratulations to Denmark.
By the way, let me tell you one thing. We are all coming from the ground, like the basic ground of Cult of Culture is coming from one common thing, which is at least living or having lived in the Netherlands, and nobody of us paid tribute to the Netherlands today. Like no jersey, nothing. Maybe the next time we're gonna have an international break, some of us should pay tribute to the nation that gave the foundation.
That makes sense. That makes sense. That is true. That is true. I mean, yeah, we have to say perhaps the cult of culture wouldn't even exist if the four of us are not met at some point in the Netherlands, and we should pay tribute to that. So I'm gonna make a commitment. At some point, I'm gonna show up with another legendary jersey, which is the Netherlands from 1988.
Okay. I hope it's not the same commitment as you have for the headset.
I was trying to distract you guys. I didn't want to get there actually at that point, but no yes.
Actually, the commitment is that you have to get undressed and dressed live in front of camera.
Yeah, it is like a magician, like a magician.
So I have a short story about my headsets, but I don't want to get our viewers bored. But here's the story. So I got my headset, and they came from Denmark actually. So I'm also paying tribute to that.
That's why your wage, Michael thing.
For some reason, they worked for 3 days, and then this morning, when I was making like a sound check and everything, I was getting prepared for our bar sport, they started not working anymore. So yeah. I know it sounds like an excuse. It's like when you have not done your own work and you try to say, my grandma was ill and things like that. But no, it is true. I have the headsets. They're just not working for now. So bear with me a little more time because one day we're going to get this sold.
I think this is like a really wonderful soap opera story that we can have like a part of our bar sport always dedicated to the headset. Right, who knows how it's going to end up.
But hey, so international break. What do you guys think so far? Have we having some fun? There was the first day.
Argentina, vamos, a ganar. Sorry, guys. International break.
I really not paying attention to the international picture. I would say I'm only focused on the European qualifiers.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we have Diego, which is focused more on the.
I am.
Out of the
American side.
On the American side. Yeah.
Well, actually, yesterday I was checking out the live from Nigeria locker room. They have like this wonderful stuff. It was really nice to see how they were interacting. Everyone not wearing masks, everyone not following the COVID rules. But it was fantastic to see the spirit inside the locker room. So I'm actually following a lot.
And how did the game go?
I don't know, but I know what happened.
You were just interested in the locker room talk. And
well, it was insane to see like players in the locker room with a live on Instagram. A few basically, I don't know if they were going for training or for the actual match, but it was like, whoa, I would never see, I don't know, Insigne or probably Villar or any player from European national teams showing, a live Instagram before the match. That's not going to happen at all. But
I hope we're not going to get there, to be honest with you guys.
Well, it was interesting though. It was really interesting to see the live, to see everyone participating in what would have been the next step. So I enjoyed that.
Well, I think the guys should be focused on the game. And again, I hope it doesn't happen with Italy because what we need to do now is getting back to the World Cup as soon as possible. And actually, we had quite a good start. I would say, did you guys watch the game against Northern Ireland on Wednesday?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I actually liked it more in the first half of
the first half,
but that's not the 11 Mancini will use if it's tomorrow. It's not at all. I think from this team, only 3 or 4 will be in the starting team, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
But this is actually not an excuse for Mancini. Mancini was really angry on the bench in the second half. He was really trying to boost the focus on the players. And you could see like in a couple of chances, Northern Ireland had the chance to at least, let's say, shrink in the gap.
Pull them back.
But I would say that the second half was maybe they were trying already to think about the next match. Yes, because they have 3 matches in 6 days.
Exactly.
So they maybe would like to
3 matches. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question for Carlos, though. What about Spain?
Oh my God, it's
What happened? Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to say, guys. I think since 2012, the national team is like, I don't feel anyone excited. I think people even stop watching. I don't know what to say. It's like there is not a single sign of hope for this team, because sometimes I think only Ansu Fati is injured. This is the only player who could bring something new or different. But this generation is like, maybe because the previous generation was so good, and now we are spoiled in a way. But I don't see anything, like any sign, not even, because sometimes you have some good action, no one is involved. He tried to bring some younger players, but I don't know, maybe way too young. Like Pedri was playing the other day, he's 17 years old, and I don't know. Brian Hill from Eibar, so what we say now is the ticket to the national team is very cheap now. Anybody can play in the national team. It's unbelievable. It's like, if you see the 23 players, I give you the list of Spain. I'm sure at least 10 of them, you've never heard of them. I'm sure. So...
Is there Hugo Duro?
Is who?
Is Hugo Duro there or not?
Soon.
Soon.
No, but I mean, what I don't understand is the way you guys are playing, because you're playing basically 4-1-4-1.
Yeah, because
I don't understand that.
There is no, like I said, there is no.
I really don't understand that.
And the fact that Luis Enrique is not really. He keeps on saying he's the school of Barcelona, right? But you guys know that when Luis Enrique was young, he was playing in Real Madrid his whole career. So then he moved to Barcelona. So I don't know. It's a kind of a mix that nobody really understands. I was looking now at the list of as you all know, and you should know, there is this amazing game tonight, under 21 Euro Cup, Spain-Italy. I was thinking the under 21, the under 21 team of Spain could beat the first team of Spain. That's what I was in my head thinking. I was thinking it's actually probably better.
Yeah, I agree. But you guys have a couple of players in the under 21 which are Matteo knows one. Then with VR. I agree with that, but I still don't understand why players like Fabian Ruiz, for example, didn't even show up on the pitch.
No, and Saul from Atleti.
Well. Yeah, why?
He didn't call him. He's having some crisis with Simeone now, and he says he wants to leave. He has an offer from Bayern Munich, so now there's a bit of a war. I don't know, because I think, honestly, we could make a proper 11. But if I think of 11 players who should take the next step, who everybody was expecting would be the next generation, like Isco, like Morata, like Saul, nothing is happening, guys. These guys are not gonna. Maybe I have to remember this in a few months, but these guys are not capable or inspiring anything to anyone. Honestly, like they are not involved in football. I think they don't care about football, man. Like Matteo was saying, the modern football with Instagram, I can know all the life of Alvaro Morata and his wife and his kids, and then it's like, I don't know how much time they are involved in football, really. Like, that's why I miss Cristiano Ronaldo's attitude, because no matter what, the guy is thinking football. Now these guys are thinking about everything except football. At the age of 22, they are millionaires, and it's like, okay, that's it. Let's just go with the flow, and if we play, we play. If we don't play, it doesn't matter. We are here on the bench getting money, because some players like the three ones I said, right? Sure. Saul, Isco, and Morata. You would think that maybe would take the team somewhere, but not at all. Isco and Saul, they don't even go to the national team anymore. So.
Allow me to say that Morata is coming from a really bad streak of matches, also from Juventus matches. Yeah. After the match with Lazio, I don't know what happened. Really, it was night and day. I don't know what happened to Morata, because all of a sudden the performance of this player dropped dramatically.
Yeah, I agree.
And you could see it with Juventus as well in all the competition, Champions League. So I think it's really his condition right now. He's not like the guy that pays attention too much to hold the things around. Maybe the other ones, yes. I can talk for Morata. It doesn't really look like an influencer player rather than a good player. It's like a condition, I would say. I don't know what happened.
I still think like Spain against Greece. Were you guys?
But actually, that's.
You go ahead, please.
No, go ahead. You started.
I was thinking, well, that what Greece did pretty well was to block the back wings of Spain. And besides the fact that they have Tsimikas, I think you pronounce Tsimikas. Dude, that one is a really good player. I think he's going to be one of the back wing that we are going to hear for a long time.
And by the way, the top scorer of the Eredivisie of the Dutch league is from Venlo. He's Greek, and he was playing also. I didn't know that. And the guy is a rock star, actually. It's the
Baquesestas?
I think. Wait a second.
So because well, it's Tsimikas. I think he just joined Premier League.
Yeah, Liverpool, no?
I think so. Yeah.
So Giacomakis.
Let me check it out.
24 goals. It's huge with a small club like Venlo. It's huge, you know.
24 goals is a lot.
Oh yeah, he plays for Venlo. Yeah.
The second one, the second top scorer in the Eredivisie has 15 and plays for PSV. So imagine a guy who scores 24 goals and it's young. I think this guy is gonna go to a big team quite soon. So
yeah.
No, indeed, but it was. I don't know if you guys saw the penalty. It's not an excuse, but the penalty. This was going on with modern football. It's quite shocking. So, anyways,
I was thinking more about Olmo when he got the bar. I was actually thinking about you when he got the bar. It's like, yeah, Carlos is not going to be happy. But yeah, it's 1-0 in the first half and 1-1 the second half. And I think, honestly, Greece deserved to tie. He did, yeah. Greece didn't deserve to lose the game. Absolutely.
It's the Greece of the Euro Cup of 2004. Same mentality. 11 guys defending. I read the brutal statistics. You see passes completed by Spain. I think it was close to 1,000. Passes completed by Greece. It was, I think, 200. So it was 800. 800 difference between Spain and Greece. And it was like, what matters? You know, it's 1-1. So
wow.
It was ridiculous. Like the biggest gap I've ever seen, I think, in my life. And
to be honest, guys, I would never imagine we would find ourselves in a situation where Spain was struggling and Italy, on the other hand, is doing very, very well. He's having a very positive streak. But I just say probably it's the end of cycle, and that's natural, right? After some point, after being on the top for such a long time, you need to refresh your roster, and that's probably the point where Spain is. But the under-21, I mean, that lineup looked quite fearful, I have to say. So I'm quite scared for tonight when the Italy under-21 is going to be facing Spain. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great start in the under-21 Euro Cup. We tied 1-1 with Czech Republic. Tonali got sent off. So I'm going to be looking forward to that.
And the two best players, this is something good about the Serie A. The two best players of the Spanish under-21, they both play in Serie A because Villar in Roma and Brahim Diaz in Roma. So,
yeah. Brahim Diaz is going to be a starter tonight. Of course, I have quite a weak spot for him as he plays for Milan. But Italy, on the other hand, quite curious. You know what I'm really curious about? That's what I was saying. In this very moment, I would say the one in the best shape is Scamacca. Gianluca Scamacca, the Genoa striker. He's the one who is enjoying the best stint. But I'm curious to see Rovella in midfield. Pobega as well, who belongs to AC Milan. Those are the players I would be watching for tonight.
Frabotta, no? Also, it's
Frabotta is also. He's not an expected starter.
No, it's not.
Because the lineup tonight should be a 3-5-2.
As it was against the Czech Republic.
Yeah.
So he's keeping the tactics, but we don't have Tonali this time.
Yeah.
Because it's been kicked out because of.
He was sent off. He was sent off.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we don't even have Marquizza for the double yellow card. So
exactly.
Botta has some chances, but they are not those roles. But if the coach wants to reshuffle a little bit the midfield.
Gabbia was also. There were high expectations from Gabbia also, right?
Gabbia is also serving a one-match ban. because otherwise, yeah, he would have been in the middle of the fence. The fence is going to be Del Prato, Pirola, who belongs to Inter, Matteo Lovato, who is currently with Verona, but he's also on the radar of many big clubs. I heard him associated with Milan, I think with Juventus also at some point. So he's a guy to watch for.
Yeah, let's see.
That's interesting because basically we got Spain and Italy, the most winner national team under 21 ever, 5 against 5.
True.
Yeah.
Of the Eurocup or
under 21.
Under 21.
Under 21.
Under 21, yes. And it's really interesting because both national teams, they show up with some best 11 in the past. Just thinking about when we had Cannavaro in the under-21, and that, well, I think it was Cannavaro, Pirlo, they were all together in the national team. And then slowly, we won 2006 Berlin. Well, you know something, Carlos, as well, right? So
we're talking under 21. Who is the current champion of the under 21? I think we are, right?
You guys are.
It's Spain.
We won 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And the fun thing is that the only game that Spain lost in that under 21 championship edition was against Italy.
I remember very well.
Yes.
But that's the sad thing. You see that team and you think, wow, it's going very nice for the first team, like Ceballos, Fabian Ruiz, all those players. And then it didn't happen, this transition to the first team. You know what I mean?
It's interesting what you're saying, Carlos. When you think about the Spain under 21, like, for example, Fabian Ruiz was the star of the Eurocup, but then you move to, the national leagues, like Serie A. You can see that all the players that were playing in Spain and in Italy, they didn't really have a good season.
Borja Mayoral,
yeah, for example, yes, indeed.
As well.
So it's also interesting to see that differently when it comes to Italy. I'm seeing like some of the players, the key players that we are having, like in both the national, the under 21 and the actual national team, they are showing up pretty well. So that's Italy.
I think a good sign is going to be what happened in the Olympic Games, right? Because Olympic Games are starting. The first game is already in 3 months, and it's supposed to be under 21. The only difference is that you can bring 3 players of the. That's why now I don't know if you heard that Sergio Ramos and Piqué are asking to play the Olympic Games to join the national team. So imagine.
I can play as well then. I have the same age, right?
So
wow, I didn't know that.
Fun because they say Ramos won every tournament, and he said I never won a gold medal at the Olympic Games, and he said I won. So. It's cool actually, and Piqué doesn't play for the national team anymore, but he wants to play the Olympic Games.
That's crazy. But before the Olympics, we had the Eurocup.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to think about Eurocup. I'm checking out the teams and everything, and this I don't know. I have like feelings that someone speaking German will win. That's the feeling.
You think so? I don't necessarily think that.
France could make it, of course. I mean, they are the
France is a bit
champions.
more.
They have a good team.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, I don't know. I think what Carlos was saying before about millionaires, players thinking about everything but not football. I think that could impact somehow on a national team like France, which is super young. So it's classic team that they can make the World Cup, and that's it. I hope they're not going to make the Eurocup, to be honest. But I also
I think they are the team to be defeated.
That's
number one. Them and also Germany, I will say. Also Germany.
For me,
guys, I think that Italy has all the chances.
But
I'm not going to jinx it. I'm going to make all the.
It could be a surprise.
The rituals.
I would put another one in the. I think if I take the squad as 23 players, not the starting 11. I'm talking about the whole squad. I think France is definitely the best because they could take 2 or 3 national teams. They can make 2 lists. Then if I take the starting 11, I still think just player by player, not as a squad. I think Portugal maybe is the best team. Just one by one because Portugal. As an amazing team. But then Italy, Portugal, and France, I think is the top 3. And the outsider that maybe is not an outsider anymore is England. England with this new generation with Jack Grealish, with Sterling, with Stones, with very high level. But I think these are the 3-4 teams to watch. And Netherlands, I thought a year ago, but I think it's going down a little bit. The vibe is going down.
Going down. I agree. Yeah, I thought Netherlands were really bouncing back because they also had quite a few, I would say, terrible years. But yeah, they don't seem to be able to make that step forward. And they lost their first game really bad in the World Cup qualifiers. They lost against Turkey 4-2. And that was quite unexpected. So that tells me that probably the Netherlands are still not, ready to be a top competitor. But guys, nobody mentioned Belgium. What do you think about Belgium?
Well, they have a great leader. They have a great leader.
They have 3 players which are extremely good. De Bruyne, Hazard, it's the guy that plays in, I think in Italy, somewhere in the north.
Somewhere in the north, yeah.
And he's leading the team to win the Scudetto.
Exactly.
But I think Belgium is experiencing a little bit of the same as the Netherlands because, first of all, Hazard, you know how many times he had surgery in the last year and a half. So I don't even know anymore if he's gonna make it to the Euro Cup. Honestly, frankly. And then I think this is going down slowly. The vibe. Some players also are not there anymore, and then the defender got a bit weaker. So they're a good team, but I don't see them anymore. If my bet, the top 3 is France, Portugal, Italy, the 3 favorites to make it to the top.
But Carlos, what is interesting is the group stage, because both Spain, the Spain group is pretty tough. You guys have actually for you is a derby. Because there is Spain, Poland, and that's and then France, France, Germany, and Portugal in the same group. Let's not forget that. It's super tough. So one of the potential winner will be kicked out from already at the stage. That's interesting. Interesting. So Poland, Slovakia, Spain, and Sweden. It's obviously lighter than the other one: France, Germany, Hungary, and Portugal. But yeah.
That's the group of death by far. But
it's the most. I think it's the toughest. I mean, it might be possible that you see the first and the second in the final of that group. It's highly possible indeed. It's interesting, but also Group A is pretty nice. Italy, Switzerland, Turkey, and Wales.
Wales. Careful with that, because it seems that the Turkey new generation. The other day they beat 4-2 Netherlands, and the defenders now like Kabak from Liverpool, Soyuncu from Leicester. They have a proper team. Turkey.
True. I don't consider it an easy group at all.
Yeah, and Switzerland is always tough to play, and Wales with Gareth Bale, with Ramsey, with Daniel James from Manchester United. All this new generation coming in. It's not easy. You don't have any team that you would say is very easy. You know what I mean?
No, but indeed, but if you look at Turkey and you look at your group, the stage group, Turkey, they lost against Hungary, for example, 2-0. So obviously national teams, you can never know. And actually, when it comes to the Euro Cup, that's one of the tournaments that I like most because it's really difficult to predict who is going to win. Well, of course, in the last years, basically, you got Spain, you got the best national teams, but you also got Denmark winning in 1992. You got Greece winning, Portugal winning. So sometimes it's the underdog national team winning. That's why Italy has chances to me because it's surely not one of the potential team to win.
Luis Aragonés, when in 2008 Spain finally won the Euro Cup after so many years, he always said, and I completely agree with him, it's more difficult to win the Euro Cup than to win the World Cup. And if you think about the group stage, it's always more difficult to pass the group stage of a Euro Cup than the World Cup, always, because you don't have, and sorry to say, but you don't have teams like New Zealand or Trinidad and Tobago or stuff like that. So, So, for example, Denmark that we are talking about, the Denmark national team. The other day I watched the game, and the 23 players of the squad, I was like impressed. You have really top players. You have Braithwaite from Barcelona. You have Eriksen, of course. The defenders. You have Vestergaard from Southampton, and the starting. I forgot now the two starting defenders from top teams.
Simon Kier.
Kier.
Kier from Milan. So that's indeed. I guess one thing is for sure. It's as you said, Carlos. Especially now that you had 24 teams in the Euro Cup, so there's really no chance that the top team is gonna be missing it.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's probably even above a World Cup in terms of level. So I guess one thing is for sure, we need to get ready for an amazing European Championship edition in a couple of months. What still need to be determined is will it actually be played, all over Europe as the original plan, or perhaps in a single location? That's a question to be answered, and I guess we're gonna have plenty of time for that.
Indeed.
But I would keep that for the next installment of our Bar Sport, because that's gonna be a huge topic. So I'm gonna close with the question of the day. So tonight, Spain, Italy under 21. Who's gonna win? Quick prediction.
I think 2-1 for Spain. 2 goals from Brahim Diaz.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So he's gonna score more tonight than in the whole season with Milan.
I think Spain is gonna lose with an own goal. Yeah.
By
Yeah, but
myself, I will go for a tie, just to balance, so we can be sure that at least somebody from the culture gets the right prediction. So for me, it's gonna be 1-1, and probably not a great game. Yeah. I think it's gonna be very, both teams very cautious about not making any misstep, because this game is key for the qualification, especially for Italy after we tied the first game.
This is Matteo. This is Matteo in 1992. You can see the
I had hair back in the days, right? So yes,
you were pretty young, Matteo.
His son will be playing this Euro Cup, by the way. This year.
True. Exactly. Kasper Schmeichel, son of the legendary Michael. Yep. Oh, and we got Paolo back. I think you had.
Sorry, guys. I had some technical difficulties. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
No worries.
That's the jersey you were wearing. Oh,
yeah, no, actually, that was Matteo wearing the jersey in 1992. Before
I see something missing. Yeah, I saw something missing.
Exactly.
And that's not the issue.
That's living proof. That back in the days I had my hair. So quite an historical document. All right, guys. Well, I guess we need to get ready for some football today. One under 21, Spain and Italy, big match, and then tomorrow Italy will play against Bulgaria away, and it's a match not be underestimated. So watch out for that. Carlos, what about Spain? What's the next commitment for Spain in the qualifiers?
I think we are playing, and it's a quite interesting game because we are playing Sweden, if I'm not mistaken, with the return of No, sorry, it's Georgia. But we are
Georgia first. Okay.
We're with Sweden in the group, but it's Georgia, and then Sweden is playing with Kosovo. So so we shouldn't have many problems there, but I can't tell you anymore. So, let's see.
Perfect. All right. Well, good luck to both. Good luck to Italy, Spain, and all European countries. And as Diego reminds us on our banner, follow us on our Facebook page, on Twitter, if you want to take a look at what the guys at the Cult of Calcio are doing on top of blabbering about football on Saturday morning. Have a look. And we give you appointment to our next episode of the Bar Sport next Saturday. Until then, have a great day and keep having fun.
Viva España.
Bye, guys.
Enjoy.
Argentina, Argentina, Sari, campeón.
Yes.
Bye.